What's good with you, YouTube? You already know what's up with me. I'm gonna let y'all know one question I can't stand is, do you trust me? Tell you some people that are trustworthy, them the ones they ain't gotta ask, do you trust me? They're gonna show you. No words need to be exchanged and none of that. When it comes to trust, you already know who there for you. You already know who love you to death. Because at the end of the day, if you give everything to God and put it in His hands, He gonna line you up with the right people for your life. He gonna line you up with people that's gonna be there for you through thick and thin and gonna also correct you when you're wrong. You can't trust a person that agree with everything that you do. You can't trust a person that's afraid of you. You can't trust a person that's intimidated by you. And you can't blame it on them because you the one dropped the ball and you the one fell for it and went on ahead and started trusting them. So at the end of the day, you gotta take accountability. Like sometimes when people mess up. You put your trust in them. You're gonna get deceived. You're gonna get lied to. You gonna all this shit is gonna happen. But at the end of the day, that's why you need to put everything in God's hands. Because if you put everything in God's hands, He gonna work it out. Even if people turn on you, even if people change on you, even if people switch on you, people try to set you up or whatever, He got full control over everything. So don't worry about do you trust me and all that bullshit. When people walk up to you talking about do you trust me, or if anybody asks you do you trust me, why are you asking me that? What are you doing? If you know I trust you, it ain't no questions need to be asked. What's understood ain't gotta be explained. We got a hell of a bond and a hell of a relationship. Everything's supposed to be on solid ground. And then you gotta ask yourself why you think about loyalty and trust. Are you trustworthy? Are you a good person? Do you got good character? What about yourself? That's why at the end of the day, you need to go ahead and trust God. Just put everything in His hands. Because He going to line you up with the right people like I told you. And if you do get crossed or something like that, it's a lesson learned in that situation. It's good come from every bad situation. I know it's tough to say, and I know I went from sugar to shit, but it is good in bad situations. You know what I mean? And it's hard to look at it, but you live and you learn. Because if you don't go through shit, you ain't going to experience nothing. And you ain't going to experience nothing, you're going to be blind to the world. God got mysterious ways to line you up and prepare you for battle for where He needs you to be. You're going to be successful. You're going to aim high. And you're going to get there. But it's going to be a different ball game for where you're trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to people like trusting people, now you got to invest your trust and you put your trust in God. That's where you put your trust in. If you put your trust in Him, everything else, it's all gravy. Everything on top of that is gravy, baby. Tell you something, at the end of the day, God is perfect. We only human. He know what to do. He know how to choose the right people for our life. And it's okay to trust people, but just don't put nothing past nobody. Well, man, be honest with yourself. Talking about trust at the end of the day, put you in a hell of a situation. You can't even trust your damn self.